Welcome back to episode 4 of Let's Play Lifecraft 1 year later. So, last off, we left off. Where did we leave off? We were expanding the cell slowly. Wait a moment, need to. Okay, so last time we were expanding the cell slowly. I initially thought that just gathering random stuff outside the cell would not be fast enough to actually do research, but apparently it is. We do need a couple more disposers. Expensive are they energy wise? Quite-ish. I think I should. Oh, I'm actually already making more. Let's see. So here I can place another one. And let's switch to the better microtubules. We need a picker. Go. So that should help speed up the process a bit. Hopefully, at least. Because right now, yeah, we can't actually gather things anymore because we don't have enough. What is it? We don't get rid of items fast enough, essentially, that's the problem. Okay, so let's place you over here. Place you over there. Let's this. And let's pick you guys up and just drop you somewhere. So we have access to iron. We needed iron for the heating element. And right, we do need to expand the mitochondria as well. And we just had a energy out. Okay, so let's make 2 more generators. With the help of this. That and outputs, there we go. As they're done, we're gonna place them. We don't have enough room there to place another disposer. How far are we? This part is done. Second one is almost done. This part already. Go. And quickly place this guy here. Okay, great. We should possibly restabilize power-wise. Sure, we'll see soon. Let's quickly try to find some more ATP. Oh, NADPs. Nice. No, NAD, not NADP. We got a couple more of those. This thing is almost done. One more, and turn it off that way. And then we can start expanding cell membrane over here. Go. Now what I can do is I can grab you and place you over there, for example. I can place you there. And as this will be collecting the skeletal structure, I can place it again to expand, let's say, this way, so we can the mitochondria there or there. I think I heard the oxidation happen somewhere. Not sure. Anyhow, you do that. Oh, right. This is power based. This cytosome. So if we run out of power, we're not actually gathering more glucose, which is quite bad for our energy needs. What I'm gonna do is actually cut this connection so that we get 4, 5. We need 5 ATPs. Once we have 5 ATPs, I'll then reconnect that and manually feed them. Where are you? Little bastard. Go away. Okay, so we are in a bit of an energy crisis, which we will resolve momentarily. Put it here. Let's go. And you over there. But that's still not enough energy, or what? Energy network. Okay, all of them are using. Yeah. Should have probably preemptively done some more ATP. Okay. Do we have any extra ATPs that we gathered from anywhere? Doesn't look like it. Oh well. Oh, there's the oxidation that happened. Let's clean that up. Nope. Not what I wanted to do. I keep on misclicking left and right click. Badly. Okay. So, let's see. We need to disconnect that so we actually build up a nice supply of ATPs. But what I can do is actually drop them like that. There. Since all of that works without energy. So, once that recovers, we are looking at let's go over the stuff here. All of these are gonna passively be reached at one point. I should probably expand here and here so I can then expand the mitochondria up there. So let's go. Which tool is it? This one, and let's say skeleton scaffold here, and this will now be building stuff. We do want to get a better retriever at one point, but we're not there yet because we are limited in ability to do research somewhat. Or are we? I think we can. Oh, we'll start working on it and we can still switch research if needed at one point. Okay. Here we go. Okay. So I'm hoping right now. Right, what could also be happening is that these two are simply not enough, even if they're getting glucose, they're not actually recharging the ATPs fast enough, which means I would then have to move you there and set up another one of you over there. We for that would need another enzyme for this reaction, glycolysis, for which we need a ribosome somewhere. We have a random ribosome to use for making the enzymes. I think we should have one somewhere, but I just don't know where. So until then, let's add this. Right, we will need a red and a green. So let's grab you two. Green and red. We're not mining any more red, but because we're out of power. And the long guy goes in, and long guy goes in. Green guy goes out there. Red guy goes out. Oh, come on. There. Okay. Just connect that. Okay, all of that should be fine. I need a ribosome somewhere now to actually craft the enzyme. I don't see one. I'll start crafting a new one. During that time, I'll still try to find the existing one, if I can. Oh, right, this has a limited range. I need to make another picker in that case. I'll do that as soon as I fix the energy situation. Or at least attempt to fix it. Okay. So, ribosome, let's pop it over there. And say we need the glycolysis enzyme, yes. This one. So that's 2 red, 3 blue, and 4 yellow. Here. Okay. As that's done, we drop it here. It should start working instantly. I did forget what the ratio was for these guys. As in, how many catalyzers you need for how many generators, so energy suppliers, that is. Yeah. Excellent. This is now slowly recovering. Do we have any free floating ATPs potentially? Nope, nothing. Okay. So what I'm gonna do now is grab 4 of you guys, connect this, and reload some of the suppliers in the hopes that this would be enough then. Oh, we also have that problem. Quickly remove some of the waste products here. How's our energy grid? Can I actually observe the energy grid in a useful way? No. Oh, the problem is now that if the collectors, citizens would be working, they would actually be dragging all of this back in. Hopefully, if I'm just manually supplying this place, would that be enough? Okay, I might actually need even more ADPs, and I will probably need to disconnect the network a bit. So let's see. We have a big connection via this one. So let's pop you over here. Now hopefully... Ah no, there's multiple connections. And another connection down here. Really? What? Ah, that probably. There. So with that, the grid should recover a tiny bit, and we can slowly reconnect more parts of it. In general, how that works is initially you need like the actual real power grid, you need a lot more energy initially just to make things start moving, and then the energy demand does lower a bit. Okay. So we need another dispatcher. How's this thing looking? This thing is not looking extremely promising, but we did now kick in the... Since I'm not collecting anything over here, I'm gonna also place you here. Like that. Add a picker. And you don't have energy, of course. Hopefully this is now capable of pooping things out fast enough. Later on I could actually, for waste, have a chunk that's not my cell surrounded by my cell, so that I can then poop into that place, essentially. But also on the other hand, you do over time get the chance to actually use more of these things, more of the ingredients. Yeah, let's place you here. And we're still missing this thing being restored there. And you were placed before. Not sure if you still are needed, but replace you. So the cell is since I can then do it. So the cell is recovering slowly. How's our where is the overlay? Here. Our most problematic parts are this place here and this place up here. We'll see over time how that develops. So, as this is now coming along nicely, yeah, I'm slowly processing all the waste that I have. That should improve over time, hopefully. Yeah. Okay. So. Go. After that one's done, we'll also process that one. We expanded the cell in that direction quite nicely. I'll then work on expanding the mitochondria up here, since I will need to reroute the blue amino acids over up there, which means I can't do that until I also get that cell, which is fine. I could start actually making the input area for this side, for example. I think there might be a limit to how many items can at once be outside the cell. And these two chunks are now just completely using up that limit. Oh, now things are starting to spawn again. Yeah, okay. So, while this is being built, I can start preparing my membrane suckingness here. There. And now we want to take 1, 2, 3, 4 pickers. That. And we start picking up the cytosomes and placing them. I'll then also have to energy supply the cytosomes, but excellent. So cytosomes are. I think I'm gonna need to make 4 of them. For that we'll take 8G F-actin. Yeah. And we also need, for each of them we need ×2, so 8 blue and 8 green pipes. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and number 4. There. As they're being crafted. Okay, this works. Let's remove that part. This is not in it, right? That's over there. So this is our exhaust pipe for. I would need probably another kicker to properly fix this place. I think, at least. Kicker. I was right now thinking if I would do a too long that goes into this, it should only accept the gas. I wouldn't need a gas kicker there, but that doesn't really solve my problem much. Yeah. I think kicker. Blue and red pipes. Red pipes we usually don't have a supply of, so let's go like this. And with blue, of course, meant yellow, naturally. Okay. Manually gather these for now. Not that big of a problem. Since I don't want to make another primitive collector. Let's grab you. Nope. Throw them somewhere. This, okay, this thing is done. We can then expand our line over here. Okay, excellent. I am going to change this place here just a tiny bit. Wait, just a tiny bit, I mean quite a bit. We're gonna have the stockpile be here. We'll do handle that, and then we can place you over here. So I don't have to go with a long pickers. I can just go like this. There we go. And we place you over here. We place you over here. So the footprint of this thing is a bit smaller, and also we now can store a couple extra membrane, so that we can then faster build the next step when we give a new order to the building. Go. Okay. I gotta say, our current rate of cell expansion is quite nice. Okay. So next thing, how are we doing on research? We're halfway there. Not too shabby. So that's looking fine. Oh, yes, I was working on that. Grab the item kickers. Grab all of them like this. Okay. This is gonna wait now to actually be built, then we'll build a connection around, or also I'll wait for that one to be built. Until then I can go ahead and place these guys there. I need a picker We actually need to expand the power grid in that area. But diffuser primitive. Ah, this is a primitive diffuser, so not perfect to pick it out up and carry it along. If I replace it or move it constantly, then I might lose it. Because there's a chance every time I pick it up, I think, that it despawns. So yeah, we're now gonna leave it there. So this would work if we had the retriever, the new fancier retriever. Does it say anything about the retriever's range? If you retriever, 16 tiles range, yeah. And we have this retriever, 32 tiles. Okay. So this is your range. 32 is then double. It should almost cover to there, but more importantly, it can be picked up and moved. That's the more important part of it. Okay. So let's also set up some power suppliers, I guess. Did I actually? So Papa, you go to there. I could potentially go like down here, and somewhere over here. But I don't actually have that much room anymore. I need to do something about that. Also, this is quite a bit stupid actually, going up there for the blue instead of just bringing the blue down. Because I now have two lines going from here to here instead of just a single blue line going down. So that's, yeah, not optimal. Okay, so for now I'll just manually craft the energy suppliers. We're gonna need multiple. Almost ready. Go. And you're also ready. I'll make sure I pick up 4 at once so I don't get weird numbers of. I don't have weird numbers of remaining items in the crafting bench. Okay, so this is realistic that the research will be actually done. Excellent. And then I'll, in the meantime, prepare this area up here. I could, before I do that, actually make the. But no, see, now that actually the cytosomes aren't working because most of the cells are empty, this isn't eating that much energy. So the problem is just kickstarting the production. So I'm hoping that, let's see if I can, yeah, I can place you over there. Then I'll drop you over there just because I'll just drop that over there because I don't know where to place it to actually. Never mind. Was waiting to find a good position to place it, but I needed to place it there anyway for the energy for that guy. So that would cover those two, and then this guy would be somewhere here probably. Okay. Now we are already I can already build there. Oh my. Okay. So like that, and then this will go down here. We will be removing you and placing you. You'll wait for a bit. Okay. Let's actually manually collect some of these in the meantime. Now that I know that there is a way that they'll be auto-collected, don't mind collecting them manually so much. But if I knew I would always have to manually collect, then I would be quite annoyed. Okay. Let's remove you two here. So we have this thing outputting here. Okay. I prepared the kicker there so that we can connect this area, which isn't actually perfect because I also want to, I'll integrate that a moment later. Just so we clear this area out and start the mitochondrial expansion. Yeah, so the cell is doing quite fine right now. I think it's sort of stable. would like to also start using this outside lane to actually get resources like the colored amino acids, so that I'm less reliant on the heaps. Look at this. This one is 82%, so we're 20% done already with it. And over time we'll probably eat up, and this one as well, eat up more and more of it. This one, for instance, I could easily get another cytosome to actually eat up everything there. Okay. So, let's see. We're still waiting a tiny bit left. Grab a few more. Let's grab you there. Okay. What's the problem right now? What's actually keeping us from making more emeralds? Oh, no, nothing special, just need to build enough things. Okay. What about heat-wise? How are we doing right now? One is below 35 degrees? Only that one, okay. And the outside temperature is 33.4. Okay, I think we might be able to get away with it as long as I place some industry in this lower area. Well, industry. Some processing, so we get some heat radiating from there. Because if we look at this now, 36.5, 36.7, 37. So this is a nice hot spot because it's surrounded by things, by membrane itself, but also there's a lot of production around here. So we'll need to look into that some more. Let's do this. Can already place you there? I can't yet. Okay, I need to wait for this to actually be built. Okay. One, two, three, four, 5. About 10-ish left. So you need, how much time? Does it say anywhere there? No, I would need to actually check this. So every 6 seconds you make one, and you need 2 for 10 seconds. So yeah, and also then we need, okay, we don't only 1 per 10 seconds, so that's fine. So if we just sped up this a bit, it will already help. But it's fine. It's gonna be fine. Did a lot of expansion in quite a short time right now, I'd say. So I think the current rate is absolutely fine. You're there, you're gonna get another one there, and then I'll need another supplier somewhere over here to supply these 2 cytosomes that will be built. Excellent. How's our exhaust? Our exhaust is working fast enough right now. Okay. So, could I go for another energy area? Transport. Or the question is, could I be transporting ATPs around the... Well, that could be interesting. So instead of using a centralized energy production, since I have energy supplies on the edges anyway to connect all of my cytosomes, I could have another set of, how's it called, microtubules running along the edges of my cell. And then have each of these energy suppliers actually work with that and produce energy there. In that way, I would also be producing energy on the edges of the cell, which might be interesting. Might be an interesting approach. But for now, let's do this. So the blue cells need to, blue amino acids need to come here. So something like this. Go. So this thing is not officially done yet. Still missing one more. There we go. And we're done. There. Now we can connect this and we can connect that. We can also place you over there and place you over there. Excellent. I'll then connect this over to there in a moment. So you should here. I'll wait for this actually to be used up first. And then once this is used up, I'll connect this here. So, next thing we want to take you away. You away. Take you two away. So this chunk I want to empty essentially. So for that we will be yes. Oh right, I should. And then also this part, and now we can start building this as a second mitochondrial membrane. Now the question is, what I was building this over here, do I have the option of... okay, so what I can do is grab you and grab you. You should be inputting, you should be... However, we are not actually... we don't have a dispatcher available right now. I'll pick you up and place you over there. Here. Yeah. So that's now slowly gonna build that up. We can also build a cell membrane there to edge off that area. And we'll then have the mitochondrial organelle ready for what do we want to do with it. Okay. I think I will add at least one more energy supplier here. That. Oh, that's the problem then. Let's try to assemble together with the ATP. So we do need more ATPs, which luckily there's over time slowly collecting some. If they appear outside the cell. Essentially wanna see a line of them here, so I know we have a buffer. If that line starts, then once we establish like a queue of them and they start draining, then we know we are about to run out of power. Okay. Oh, this is also... Oh, right. This is also gonna help with this part. If only... I can probably, maybe, possibly afford another dispatcher. Red, yellow, and 3 of those guys. Yeah, that's not happening. 3 of those guys means 6 of you. 1, 2. That should allow us a this. No. Click primitive dispatcher there. Can I? Can I? Yeah. Click too fast, and now, yeah. Deal with the consequences. So while that's working, let's get another. Also, I don't know how to count apparently, because that was not actually 6. I actually placed 5 of those only. Anyhow, we're missing for the non-primitive dispatcher now. Red and the yellows. Oh, now this gives us a problem. Dispatcher. Can still place the primitive up there, just use it up essentially. Come on. It is a bit slower, but it's quite fine. Okay. So as we are now processing that, how's our research coming along? Nicely. Nicely. Excellent. Okay. With our research coming along nicely, we can actually start planning our next step. So the hotel will expand and we'll make it actually function. We're gonna be, and we'll also end up with some extra space up here. Not super much, but some. We then also expand in this direction, potentially. Do I see anything in the new direction expanded? No. Potentially this way. Or on this way, aside. Just to get more space to automate more things. So we can then work further into the... Let's see. We are doing DNA stuff. Yeah, we're not building the bases ourselves. That's one thing we could plan on doing. Right, this was the guide, right? Yeah. So I want to... Pudovite you want to transport in. Yeah. Because Pudovite we get anyway for charging ATPs. And then inside we want to do the NAD process to get the NADH, which then goes to the electron transport chain that then produces energy that cycles back. And then that energy can be used for either ATP synthesis, so to get more energy. Probably it's more efficient to do it that way. Or decoupler just for heat. So yeah, that's that part. Then regarding diffuser, we got how things are built essentially. Then what I'm thinking about maybe going into is digestion. So in this, we have this. And then we would need a stoma, small intestine tissue. And we would need to make mega ATPs. There's so much. Oh, and then intracellular. So, so we process this fat or whatever it is. And then we digest things. And then we throw them into our cell over time. And then we also get some poo and throw it out. Okay. So that makes sense. This is for repairing. We're oxidizing. We're not caring about that too much right now. Let's see. We can expand our cells. Okay. Extracellular. Yeah, we need to place things at a distance for there. Okay. Okay. So, I'll wait for this to be done. Which options do we have? We can make collagen scaffold. It seems to then allow a lot of things to be built on that. It's the basic extracellular tissue which can produce a scaffold for more advanced tissues to grow on. Okay. So let's say I want to do that. What does that actually entail? That means a red and a green collagen, which would be alpha 1 and alpha 2 collagen chain. So we would need to make these two. Okay. So we will research that at a point. For now, let's just wait for this cell to be built out so we get some space. I could also look into how to utilize the resources we're getting from the edges of the cell more efficiently. It's also an option we could work on. We have this area that's filtering, and we could also then, before it filters here, right, I could just drive this line over there. And then we don't need to do this. So I would have to turn it over here, go all the way around here. And then, okay, I'll actually do that right now. You go in over there, go out over there. You connect that way. You connect that way. and we're gonna turn you around in that direction, and apparently we need to also set you up like that. Okay. And that means that what I want to do here is actually flip you around. Okay, and I guess a picker over there. Everything should be flowing to there. So why I did this is, simply put, because I didn't think things through, mostly. I don't have room here yet, but if this is the entry point to the filtration area, we can actually move this entry point a bit higher up, maybe just skip the cytosome or something, and then filter out more useful things. Oh, come on, this thing is already damaged. However, we are almost done with the mitochondria, we are almost done with the cell there. Our research did slow down quite a bit. So, I need to now decide where I want to expand next. Not sure how this thing is, if I want to leave the intestine area for this, so maybe this was oxygen. Maybe go on this side. If I go here, this one will interrupt the line, but otherwise should be okay. Or I go another one up. I'm not sure. Some areas are getting colder. Yes, okay. So how cold are you getting? Below 35 degrees. Okay. So 35 degrees is the warning. I don't think that's actually problematic just yet. But it does enter into a warning state. So we'll let this finish building up, and then I'll actually make this thing over here work. Your oxygen there, I believe. Is this done now? I think it should be done. Okay. So. What I can now do is, very easily, I can just place the energy change thingy there. And then you're missing... What are you missing? What are you missing? You're not missing anything. You should be getting... you should be getting oxygen, right? You're missing oxygen, and also... Anybody else? No, you have CO2, and you make CO2. So these two make CO2, this thing gets oxygen. And so you want to get oxygen into here, which horrible placement. But that's how I will actually collapse this thing completely and rebuild it into a better version. Hopefully a better version, that is. So let's say you're gonna be over there. Okay. You need to have 3 lines. Essentially, you're gonna be doing oxygen, and you're gonna be doing the NAD stuff. So let's grab a bunch of this stuff and move it out of the way. Alright, that's also picking up my things over there. Okay, that's fine. So we want to have you here potentially. Depends on the enzyme. Since you have potentially that enzyme, and I can then grab the other enzyme as well, and the other catalyzer. Place it there, just to read the recipe. So you're gonna be dropping out carbon dioxide, and you're gonna be dropping out carbon dioxide. You need pyruvate input. You're gonna be exchanging with that thing up there. And so you two are gonna be outputting carbon dioxide, both of you, and you're also going to be outputting the No, that's not. That's actually being used up completely, right? So just input of the... Okay, so what I'm gonna do is take this enzyme out, swap them around, and actually place the cells one higher up. There we go. Okay, so now you shall be... I need you, and I need the uniporter. Gonna be uniporting over here. And I need this picker here. So you're gonna be going like that, and another picker over here. This is how we're gonna be getting the pyruvite into the thingy. Okay. Then we have CO2 coming out. Oh, we need to exchange that thing between yourselves. So this isn't quite working like I wanted it to. See, that's why I'm gonna be manually feeding the stuff right now, so that I can fix the recipe multiple times. Oh, or not fix the recipe, replace the items multiple times. There, and you're we're gonna fix you there. Okay, so this is how it gets in. Then these two need to exchange the blue greenish things. Or for that I do want to use you. There we go. And then also want to have a gas. Oh, that's a white picker, gas picker, and another gas picker. There we go. And you're gonna go like that. You're gonna go there. And then we need a uniporter. You. Congratulations, you win. Okay, and then we wanna transport in that direction. So you're then going to be picking up the carbon dioxide and throwing it out over here. Okay, you're also gonna be producing carbon dioxide. So maybe what I can do is actually... Can I? You're gonna be outputting carbon dioxide and NAD. Are you gonna be doing that? Yeah. You're outputting that. How could I limit what goes where? I think that's what's gonna be happening there. Do I have any... I'll just drop this thing in. Wait for it to process. That should give me an NADH, and check that one quickly. I'll throw that in. Right, I need to also add a energy drain. Or do you need oxygen with carbon dioxide? No, you need oxygen, right? This thing produces the carbon dioxide. Yeah, this thing needs oxygen. So that's two inputs, one output. Okay. A single output, it doesn't have to be filtered, so we can just go like this. Down to there. And we say, hey, give me back that. And you go... right, you're white. I think that's how we did that part. And now we go for not the overlong, just normal long. There, and then that's not what I wanted to do. And we go for overlong over here, because we need to set up a uniporter there. And that uniporter there will be supplying us with oxygen. This way. And this, and I go this way. Okay. So this will bring oxygen in. This will process everything, and this should then work. We have the CO2 here being directed over there to wasteland. There. And before that happens, what I can actually do is grab you and grab you, drop both of you there, make a gas picker, But a gas picker can then be placed over here. And then we can go for a long picker. Placed over here. Can I make that one? Nope, I can't make it be above it. I don't like that too much, but it's fine. So any oxygen we randomly collect will now be fed into this system. There, and it jumps over there. Drop you over there, and drop you over there. Right, I might need a couple of NADs for this to work actually. Now let's eat up all of the extra resources we have there. Once we do that, I'll link up the line so it starts working automatically. Okay. This now produces 100 calories per second for 30 seconds. Okay. And you need how much time to craft? So this is... I don't know how I can check that actually. Oh, there. It takes 18 seconds for this, so it's 6%. Okay, yeah, this absolutely works fine. We need to go this evolution. Outside temperature is below 34 degrees. Outside temperature dropped below 34 degrees. Okay, that's fine, I think. Let's see now what actually is happening with our temperature. Will we get you above 35? You're above 35. You are slowly growing still. Very good. And this isn't even with us producing permanently, because I don't think I'll get enough oxygen to actually produce permanently. Okay. And why are you not working? Did I not? There we go. And now we're also getting rid of CO2. Excellent. Okay. So this now works with some passive breeding, essentially. But this now already should show how good we are with energy. This is still a bit problematic. 35 degrees is quite on the edge of what I want. But we'll make it work. Okay. So collagen is being made. Research that is. And I want to collect that. So I want the new fancy, not stasher, retriever. This retriever. So we need 2 primitive retrievers. That's 1. And I need another primitive retriever. I have both of the yellow pipes. I need 7 blue, and I need 8 red, and that should allow me to make another one. And then I need to add what else? Oh no, I just don't know how to count. And I add those 2, and I add that stuff, and we now should... I still don't know how to count. I'll let this craft, and then I'll see what I'm still missing. Right, we have you guys over here. That's this side. What? Why are you not working anymore? I just need more NADs, which we can now throw all of them over here. Actually, not a problem. We also clean up the cell a bit. Oh, nice. We did collagen. Very good. Myosin is for some special tissues from what I can see. How much? Oh, that's... This one might be an option. The filtering storage also potentially... Sure, I need bioluminescence. Extracellular distribution. I will need this. Definitely. This one is just doing the alcohol stuff. Just a cycle. Hey. I think I'm just gonna keep on evolving this, or maybe I'll start with this. I think ATP sounds fun. Okay. How far is this? This is making 4 more. Those pipes, what's the problem? Oh, you need... Okay, so... this, and now this should allow me to make the retriever. There we go. We still need to eat up these two. And this guy. I'll just place them inside so I know they're there, and I'll at one point. Oh, quickly. Just had the opportunity there to pull it off. No? There. This is now automated, I think, properly. Let's now check the temperature. This thing has been running for a bit. We will need to provide some extra heat down there. Expanding in this direction, I think. Expanding in this direction, so I do the filtration things I mentioned earlier, and I start making collagen over there. That might be my next to do. So collagen needs just all colors essentially. So let's set that up. Let's say over there we need the skeleton. How far are you? Okay, you're done. Does it show your range? Do here? You won't have proper range, so I need to do you somewhere over here. I think I'll go there. I think I will go here. Okay. And then I just want all of these things. You're just energy supplier, that's fine. So let's make a storage area first. I spilled my drink a bit. Fine. Let's start crafting a storage area, and then we also want to craft the placement thing. So we have one dispatcher, two dispatchers. I think I need to build a third one. I have built a third one. Very good. Excellent. It's also in power range. That's great. So let's just grab the storage. Place it over there. Connect this like this. And we're cruising along. I do like that you get to reuse those, and you need to actually plan around reusing them. Slightly so, I do like that part quite a bit. Okay. Next thing. Let's quickly check the diagrams. Is there a way that anything that shows priority? Like if I want to take from one storage before I take from the other storage or something like that. Nope. So that will be connected to microtubules, but I don't see anything specific to microtubules. Okay. Let's just weigh this out. What is this? Oh, not an ATP. Okay. So once this is built, we're gonna build this and this one. With that, we'll have some spare room to start working on the collagen. So collagen needs just those two. That's ribosomes. 3-second craft for each. That's not bad. And then after that, we need to probably build the collagen in assembler. 5 seconds. But it does need glue a bit more. Okay. That stuff should be quite doable. So let's just look into building 2 ribosomes and the assembler there. So we're gonna be getting this stuff, shoving all of it there. Could potentially no, think about maybe setting up some stockpiles. At least in the ingredient level, so ingredients for red. Yeah. I apologize. I could set up that. But I'm a bit worried that if I go blue, I'm gonna pick this up as well, right? So I can't just pick up blue. I need to go for amino acid filtering. So what kind of filters do we have? Blue picker, energetic, gas, genomic, green, picker, white, picker. Yeah, I think I need to do the actual filtering one. Kinesin we have already, so this one. I need to research that now. Next, that I can filter for specific items, except if. Nope. Let's go for that one. Can you please go be stored somewhere, for instance? That's the dispatcher and that's the retriever, yeah. Okay. So we have room for an extra cytosome right now. Let's look into making more cytosomes. So I have to do. We need 2 more, and then that, and then. Oh, we have started stockpiling those again. Excellent. Okay. So we're gonna be placing a cytosome here, a cytosome here. For that we will need you, and I'm gonna need pickers. Pickers somewhere. And over there. And then I'll need a energy supplier. Which means these guys and also these guys. And that's 2 energy suppliers coming in. Okay. Okay, so let's now just go like this. And let's drop you guys over there. And let's. Oh, but it does kill our current method of getting oxygen. So let's just do this for now. And we should be getting the energy supplier. And the energy supplier needs to be connected to something, otherwise it's not really gonna work. There we go. And that's working better now. So this thing is almost done. I do like the retriever, nicely slowly getting it back, then we send it out again. Not sure how I got those. into the floating state. Fine. I should also look into the faster transportation, advanced transportation. This is the one, yeah. 25 tiles per second. I think that small one is like 12, so that's double the speed. So, it's faster, but I was expecting better, to be honest. Okay. Ah, these are being picked up. You see, as the skeleton is being deposited there. Okay, I get it. I get it. Okay. So next, let's see. What are we working on next? To here for now. Are we missing one more? How is this possible? Would it be? One thing got damaged here. Ah, I see. I see. Probably because it got damaged, it wasn't actually then built. Yeah, I'll just grab you, drop you over there. Grab you guys and drop you guys over there. Oh, look at that. That's a new thingy. Okay. Let's go this. Let's go cell membrane. Excellent. Okay. As that's slowly building, going along. So, until we get red kinesin, I already can make that. I can start preparing this for the purpose of being able to do filters later on. So, yes, let's take already built one. Let's place it over here. Let's say you're gonna be making kinesin. Let's grab a picker. Place it there. Let's make some long pickers. That we're gonna need green and yellow. Long, 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 long. As that's being built, right, we also need a storage. Also need a storage. That's I think 6 of you guys. It's one storage. Actually, let's make multiple storages. So the ribosome will place there. That's for the once we expand and start making collagen. We'll place there and energy there. We're ready to pick it up. To be ready to be picked up. There and have any of the storages yet? Nope. Once the storage is built, I'll place it here. So I start gathering the kinesin. There we go. And around there. So we are slowly gathering some extra ingredients there. Okay. Also, if my theory that there's a limited amount of items floating outside at once holds true, then also we wanna use as much as possible of the stuff here to make more things spawn. So you could be picked up as a energy based one, but you're also an energy based one. Okay, so energy, and then how would I avoid getting purified? I do need a proper filter. That's the only real solution here. And once I have that, I can then... Oh! Look at you, poor thing, being damaged down there. Let's grab one cell and... there. We have that guy. The diffuser. Coming along nicely. We're almost done with this cell actually already. With this chunk that is. So, once that's done, filtering is also progressing. I want a pure. Maybe go into just dumping the pure white directly. An option potentially. A special line from over here, like around here, and then joins the waistline here. Has to not use up so much. Yeah, right now actually I think right now the amount of this that we have, I'm gonna do it this here. Won't go there exactly because I want to be able to place potentially defensive system over there. So let's grab those guys. You're gonna be transporting there. You're gonna be transporting there, and you I want to pick up. You guys I want to place over there. Okay. Great. Don't need that part anymore. Gonna shove those guys down here, then down here. Then we're gonna be joining them up over here, like that. Hopefully, it's gonna work. And then I can actually use the energy, because I already am using... Wait. No, that's energetic. I can't use energy. Right. Never mind. That's not gonna help us right now, but it will help us later on. Let's check this guy. This guy has 200 uses now left, yeah. So the diffuser is... Oxidation is chance-based, I think. I'm quite sure at this point. Oh, our oxygen production is acceptable. How's our tech? We're doing... You would need a bit more oomph in the south area. Really make make use of the energy. I'll make use... No, just to secure this area to not get too cold. It'd be nice if, like, the health of or the max HP of the cytosol or the cell membrane would depend on the temperature of it. So the hotter you run the walls, the more time you have. But I mean, once you do implement the immunity system, it doesn't really matter at that point anymore, because it's super easy to not have an issue with that. Okay. Okay. You want to see what this is as well, but I do think this might be an area for building out the intestine afterwards, which we will be doing. We'll be building the collagen scaffold very soon and expanding in that direction with that specific reason. We do, however, in the meantime, want to pick up all of you guys, place you guys there. How do you build you guys? Not with the stuff I have here. Not sure what I'm gonna do here. Where I will grab more of you and make another storage. Not want to pick up those things. I misclicked. Okay, so you start being a cell membrane, you start being a cytoskeletal scaffold. Excellent. How's our cell building heap? It's fine. Red one, yeah. I think they're still fine. We still have multiple hours usage left at the current rate, I think. We should be fine. Oxidation. Oh, where? Oh, right. These guys are actually still running on super old equipment. Okay. So that's done. Let's see the Putavite. Is it traveling nicely? Yes, yes, excellent. So all of the waste is going out down here. Oh, hello. It's quite lucky now. A couple of times in this area that I managed to intercept them before they got even remotely close. Okay. Oh, I still have this. Let's remove that down there. Let's remove you and pick you up like that. Have 3 of you guys now. Let's make at least 1 more. I would over time like to make 4 more, but for now 1 more will be enough. And we'll actually grab you and make another assembler, and then I'll steal this assembler and place it over there and say you should be making these guys, and then I will take one of your pickers and set this up here. So this slowly makes us more storages, and we just have them automated there or when we need them. Excellent. And this is now quite stable. So if we start using the amino acids from our diffuse, I think this would be diffusion, right? Just gathering resources from around the cell. I think that's called diffusion. Not absolutely sure, but I think that's it. Red amino acid, that's one of the new things, and that's B3 vitamin, I think. This looks like it. So we'll be doing something with that apparently as well. Okay. Now that we're getting the filtering thingy, we're gonna grab 4 of you guys, and we're gonna grab 4 of you guys. We're gonna wait for the research to finish up. Here we go. And filtering picker. ep4. Let's go with. Let's just make a bunch of them. There. Since I'm gonna use a lot of them over time, let's be honest. Okay. So now what I will be doing is I'll be setting up these structures like there once this is built. No. Can I? Here. I'll also drop you here. I can't do anything until the bubble is back, I think. Yeah. If I repair this in time, I should get the skeleton. Hopefully in time. Never mind. This is actually outside that chunk probably. Let's see. Yeah, yes. Never mind. Never mind. Okay, so we're expanding this. We're gonna then start setting up the filter pickers. I'll initially set it up like this, and then figure out how to configure it. All for that. Grab another one, place it here. Right click. Set filter. We can say now colors, categories, items, amino acid, and we can say blue amino acid will be picked up by this lovely fella. There, and then I'll need 2 more. You're gonna go there. You're going to go here. Now this thing is gonna be picking up the blue guy. What do I need? Which collagen do I need with that? If I'm picking up the blue, that's this guy. We need the green next to it. That filter items amino acid glutamine. That's the correct way to say it, hopefully. And I'll then place you here. I'll now grab 2 longs like that and say you should be making alpha 2 collagen thingies. Okay, good. Now I'm gonna place you over there. I do remember having an extra energy supplier. Basically it's somewhere, but I'll find it, and I of course can't find it now. So what I'm gonna do is make more. So I need you guys, and I need you guys. Make 2 new energy suppliers. And we'll also repeat the thing over there. So with long ones we need... Did I miscalculate something? Apparently I did. Okay. So energy supplier. Can I place you somewhere like here so I can also supply? Roughly. So you are going to set filter items amino acids. I'm already collecting those 2, so I need the other 2. Set filter items amino acid, and I don't know which one I set up. There we go. Red there, and okay. And you're gonna be making the other collagen chain. Excellent. I will in the meantime also set this up quickly to expand the cell. Drop these guys off where they sort of belong. Oh, you can go there. You can go over there. You're a oxygen. You can go there. No, no, no! Don't you dare! Go away. Oh, I did actually lose it. Yeah, I can still place it there. But apparently we're not finding yellow fast enough anymore. So that's not perfect. Anyhow, we are not making the collagen stuff. So, let's put it here. Not super happy about the placements so far, but I'll make it work. We're gonna be making the collagen scaffold. I do need a long picker for that. Go there. And with this long picker, we are now making this scaffold. And I'll then set you up over there, grab you, and so we can begin building that scaffold, collagen scaffold. Getting extra bread here. What's gonna happen once this is full, it's just gonna void the rest like it used to. Okay, so research. Let's see what we can research next. We can go for faster precipitation, which I'm not sure we need so much. Sure if we need to do this already. Two different intracellular zones. Not sure if we need that right now. ADP synthesis, NAD synthesis. So yeah, once we get vitamin B, we could be making NADs. That's cool, but not something we need just now, I think. Oh, the defensive is relatively expensive, I gotta say. Didn't expect that. Advanced extracellular flow control. Advanced extracellular expression myosin. Okay, so Let's then go with just myosin. Another oxidation event. There. Okay. So, this is not working quite as good as I hoped. The amount of yellow is not intense enough. Did I set this up correctly? You're... yeah, only pro line. That's it, right? Yeah. Should work over time, eventually. I'll just manually help it a tiny bit. Kick off the process. Okay, once this is done, we can then also set up... We'll need another dispatcher. So it can be dispatching this stuff. Right, this might again be another case of... Once I then actually place the test on issue, I do need... okay, never mind. Collagen flooring. Collagen flooring is an extracellular tissue which can provide support for all kind of vessels. This is for the vessels. Cool. Not sure what that means, but cool. That will need more alpha 1. I think that's the red one of the collagens. Okay. So anyway, I will definitely need another dispatcher. Considering what I have here, I'll grab you guys, place you here. I'll grab you and place you here. Actually, can I do that? How can I most easily open context menu? Nope, nope, no. Okay, Marcin has been researched. Then let's research cellular distribution, I think. You're gonna go there. There. This isn't really good, right? Because I can't now decide which one of those things I want to pick up, so... Not really great. Anyhow, dispatcher. I need you, and I need... After this, not waste time. We need extra F-actins to make the dispatcher. I need 3, so I need 6. A few guys. And 6. And that's the non-primitive dispatcher. Go. Right, I wanted to use one of the pickers to allow me to import glucose from there. I'm not sure. The issue is priority system, so... Take you and place you over here. I place you... This now should be working fine. What's gonna happen now? Because if it works like this, then it's fine. Yeah, okay, great. In that case, I just need to drive a line of glucose from somewhere over here, over all of this, and have it arrive on this side, and that way it will prioritize the glucose that we have on the chain. Okay, so I can... Here, up here, up here, I can jump somewhere over here, and then I can go here, tunnel to here, tunnel to here, tunnel to here, tunnel to here, and then I can do it normally. That's a lot of tunneling, I'll be honest. Let's set the filter. Items, energy, glucose. Excellent. And now stay. You're gonna go from here to here. Then you're gonna jump down there. Ah, yeah. You think we have automated these guys, because this is starting to be a bit messy, and with a bit I mean extremely messy. Here. And then can I place you over there? Yes, I can. Can I place you there? Yeah. Now the big question, can I place you over there? I can. And you would be so kind to turn properly around. Here, let's follow the train. Okay, there we go. I just need to do this connection and make sure to do this. And we have researched another thing. Okay, yeah, research is doing fine. And this is a quick one. This should not still be mining glucose normally. However, if there's any glucose coming down this line, it will be prioritized. Excellent. Next thing, dispatcher over here, here, and a long. I will just move you away and have most of the things over here. Ish. If I would move you there, then I could have done this more easily. For now, I shall grab you, and I shall grab you and make 2 of them. I shall grab you and make 2 more of them. Here. And we can then order with this tool a collagen scaffold down there. I think, at least, hopefully, maybe. No. There we go. Oh, we have this problem now that we can't pick up all of that. Okay, no problem. We will deal with that. How will we deal with that? I don't quite know yet. Did expand the cells somewhere? Not sure where I want to do that though. To the south. How are we heat-wise to the south? Not perfect, but I guess I could. Would or love to stay in this range. I might go just over there. Oh yeah. There we go. What? Okay, we're still slowly making that. Okay. I'm just gonna keep on researching for now. What's the problem here? The problem is the blue, which means blue. Yeah. Well, we're getting it. Okay. We are spewing that stuff out nicely. Okay. I'm just a bit at this point worried about the energy grid, because we are constantly just expanding and expanding, and I'm a bit worried that we might run out of energy at a point, and don't have an easy way of expanding my energy production right now. Well, I did make it more efficient, as in not rely on the external source that much. With this mechanism, I still would like to expand it. I could move this away. I do some tunnels here, and then improve that. That gives me an extra catalyzer. And I could even tunnel over here. I tunnel up there. I can also expand the. Yeah. That's actually quite surprisingly doable. Okay, let's wait for this to work. Let's. Should probably boost this production though. Maybe just manually add more. So each of them needs 2. So for each block, I'm creating. Each time I move 4 there, I actually create 1 more block from down there. So yeah, this is a lot of. Still needs a lot of amino acids. Look at the rate. Whoa, this can be done really fast if... But if I root the yellow there, then I would... I'm a bit worried about using the outside resources there like that, but on the other hand, if I'm gonna be playing too conservatively, that might also not be that good. Okay. Let's see. We're going down there, we're going there. Excellent. And we already used up all of the blue, but now we are actually also missing the yellow. So that's green and... yeah, okay. What if I start looking into optimizing the cell a bit more? Cleaning it up, so to speak. If I take this connection away, so like that, like that, there. Sure why that didn't... what's picking up only one? I'm holding shift down. Maybe because it's on a on-directional line. Yeah, seems to be working fine now. Okay. Oh, okay. I noticed a minor error in my way. There. Okay. So, and next thing, let's also move you down here. Let's just grab a bunch of you guys. And this will slowly empty up this place, and then we want to place our ribosome there. Do we have the ingredients for our ribosome? We of course do not have ingredients for our ribosome already inside. So we're gonna place our ribosome over there. And what's this? Ah, this is for making more skeletal. Okay. This is sort of not really needed that much. I mean, I can manually make the couple skeletal we need every so often. Yeah, actually, right, I'll move that there. Okay, never mind. Gonna be picked up by this mechanism here anyway. And we did get another research done. I will get the immunity stuff done now just to get it out of the way. And have the option of implementing that. Oh, look, this is already done. Love how fast this is not built. There. Let's remove those. We don't need those anymore. And let's then also... oh, this is fine. This is no longer fine there. Let's also remove this place. Okay, so you're gonna be placed over here. And you will be making the energy bolts as you did before. That's completely fine. That's perfect. You need, however, the assistance of these colors. There we go. And you shall be inputting also that there, okay? So that works now. Okay, so we are restoring this. This should completely revive itself. I need to clean up this mess somehow. Before I do that, we wanted to, what did we want to do again? we want to automate. Ah, yes, the long. The long guys. That's also a assembler. That's assembler. So that's this, and make an assembler. You know, I do think there should be potentially an assembler somewhere still. Let's see, I can also place you over there. Okay. Just remove some of the assemblers there. There should be somewhere. Maybe just the amount of stuff in the air up here is preventing me from seeing things. Not sure. Anyhow, let's grab this assembler here. And set this assembler to make long pickers. But for that to work, ironically, we need to get you over there, and we need to get a long picker over there this way. There, and now we have automated the long pickers as well. Okay. This also allows us to remove this part of the track, pick up two of you guys. Place you guys over here. Actually, let's just drop you guys over there. Since I can actually click and select what I want to pick up. So that's fine. Okay, great. And now I can remove you and place you down here. And say, hey, go away. Okay, so next thing. We are now going to be making the Vimentin here. So that's that part, that's fine. But also I will need to set this up. There, going there. That way and that way and that way. There. Let's just populate this line here with everything that's floating. There we go. And you can go over there. Excellent. You can go over there. Construction material. You guys can go there. So what can I make out of the beta tubulins? That might be useful for me right now. I don't know. That's the problem. So extra dispatcher might make sense. Oh, but the primitive is built out of them. Nope. Oh, cytosomes. A lot of cytosomes. Which we are also making already here. Okay. You know what? Actually, I did gather a lot of create a lot of you guys, so I'm going to now just drop this stuff down here. Right, look at this, the pipes are ready to accept more. There we go. I'm gonna drop a lot of these materials just over here and see then what I need over time. And I'll also remove the buildings now, because it is getting a bit hard to see things, to be honest, at that point. Okay, so we are missing more blue amino acids. We very much are missing clearing this place up. Let's move all of these things that really don't belong up there. There we go. Should also potentially expand this so that so that I have multiple storages. That way I can store the actual entire chunk here, so I don't have to constantly build a new one. Yeah. Which I will do. How? Will I do that? I'll first remove you, so you stop collecting. I'll place you over there. I'll grab one storage and place it. Actually, no, I won't do that. I'll expand to the south next. So I'll actually build this thing somewhere more southish. There. So this guy, and then this guy, and that was not fun. That was not what I was going for, to be honest. Huh. This is roughly what I want to build it. Here, for instance. Oh, okay. That might actually work. So let's place you there. Let's place you there. Let's now grab a picker. You're gonna output there. You're gonna go there. So you're going that way. Okay. Then I need two more. Going that way and going that way. And then I would need one more storage somewhere. That place those. Where did you place them? What? I do not have enough storages just randomly placed. I call bullshit. Okay, and then we place this guy over there. We'll have the connection go like this. This then transports everything into this guy, and then this guy goes into the builder that's here. There, and one more. Oh, that could be potentially problematic, so let's quickly fix that. And let's actually use the long boy here. There. That should now clean up most of the stuff. Except for the fact that I, of course, placed it in a place where it won't clean up that northern spot that we were just building. I'll just manually do it quickly. And I also need to clean up that. Can the filter be set to not? Actually, let's see. Filter. Set filter? No. I guess that's where the... That also would work quite... using the filtered storage also wouldn't quite work I wanted to. Anyhow, let's grab you guys and let's place you there. Let's grab you guys and place you there. You guys and place you there. Okay. We're not capable of expanding our cell quite quickly, I think. Okay. So let's focus on building this cell block here faster. To get this thing done faster, we need to get more blue color into there for now. Good. Just link up. Have this connection. Oh, this is horrible. How could it do it with the priority system? Maybe I should go like this, that actually don't do the color here. I'd have this thing picking up from random resources gathered, and this would go to the mining areas. This is so much worse. Go. Okay, so And this eats up the blue guys so fast. Which is good, like the production is so fast, but yeah. You need to then manually do a lot of handling. Could expand the citizens to there. Gather more external stuff. Do want to get this thing done and see what we can do with it afterwards. Good. Set up more skeletons here. So you can then have this thing that goes around actually start moving that way. I think I'll do that. So much for setting you up down here. Not perfect, not gonna lie, but it's fine. As that slowly processes everything. Oh, we did a good job at progressing the construction down there. Considering the Considering the lack of yellow, I assume should get more yellow amino acids there. Just grab a bunch of all of them. Go. Nice, nice, nice. Very nice. And once we do that, you might actually see this thing a bit better. And there's our new scaffold. Excellent. What do we do with it now? Let's see. I can now I can either dismantle it or build the collagen flooring. So let's order that. And now to make that, wait, oh, possibly, I just need red helixes now. I might put this on a break for now. Let's remove this. Let's take you away for a moment. Like over there. Let's grab a long picker. There. And then to make you, I need another assembler. This is quite suboptimal right now. We need to clean up all of this stuff now. You can go there. Do I have any more? Nope. Do I have? Yeah, I have you. So you can go there. Trying to clean up more of the cell. And we're actually missing some skeletal. Getting damaged that much? We're actually missing, I think, 2. Okay, I'll just make it manually now. Should be doable, thanks to all of the random stuff we have collected over there. That's 1, that's 2. There. No? Take you away, let's take you over there, and then let's place you over there, and let's say you shall be making you'll be making the collagen flooring, which requires a picker going in. Assume storage area wouldn't hurt as well, similar to this, and then 2 long pickers. Do we have any long pickers left over here? No. So let's grab 2 of you guys. Go there, and let's go there. Let's make you a normal cell, and let's make that. Okay. And now this should also just a moment. a moment. Okay. Okay. So this is progressing nicely. Okay, I would need to quickly just fix something. Hmm. I'll just wrap this up. Sorry, I just had some urgent matter to attend to. Okay, so I would need to quickly we need to quickly fix something right now, so I'll quickly focus on that. While the stuff here gets built, are we collecting everything here? This should still be in range, right? Yeah. Okay. Then I need to go here. I just need to quickly fix some minor website that I have deployed, as there was a typo somewhere. And since it's static one, I need to actually fix it manually. Let's see. There. Here. Okay. Right. Wait. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? There. Okay. Okay. So, let's get back to it. I might need more things actually collecting things and faster. Right, and I would, after it's being collected, I should split it up into multiple. Yeah, I need to manage this better somehow. But until then, how are we doing with this? This is being processed fast enough. I think I'm making that fast enough, to be honest. Did we do another red? Was this? No, that's not the yellow one. The red part here? I mean, it's not much better, to be absolutely honest. Okay. Temperature-wise, okay, this place definitely needs something to do to improve its energy status. Okay. All of that is working now. All of that is working. We're making more. I should look into getting more red here. It's actually very easy to do. We have it there. Not sure how to handle this. If I should like do some sort of a main boss or something, but I think I'll leave it spaghetti like this. Occasionally clean up things like we did with this thing. We'll actually expand this to have 2 of you guys crafting. This does seem to be a sort of limiting factor. Then let's... there's one generator that is you here for now. Any pickers here, any assemblers, any ribosomes. We need ribosomes. Let's pick up this ribosome, place it there, make this that. And now we need a normal picker and a long picker. There we go. And now this will speed up the process a bit. Excellent. Since right now, yeah, we can easily afford to speed up some of the processes. Okay. So let's grab this guy. and say over here to this side we'll have the random enzymes. Not sure if I have any other except for that. I'll also grab you guys, because not enzymes, but I don't know what else to shove you. Actually, and to make overlongs, we need... Nope, never mind. Cytosomes. So we do have cytosomes here. We have the energy pools. Here probably you guys are the ingredients, so should go there. What else is ingredient? No, should go there. What else do I have here? Alpha helix. Found that I have you here, but I'm not sure. That's 3 of them. So if I take another alpha helix, pop it here, and then I can make 2 generators. Yeah. Another thing we have now. Another bit of this area cleaned up at least. Okay. You're looking fine. Actually, let's just... These guys and just throw them away. Okay, and we have this speaker. This is part of the construction stuff, so let's put it there. And okay, we managed to clean up this area a bit more, which is very good. We could make colored pickers, but I don't want to make them in advance, to be honest. Yeah. Okay. Kickers. Kickers might be yellow. So 3 yellow pipes if I take from down here. 1, 2, 3 kickers. 4 kickers actually. And if I take another red pipe, make another kicker. And then I can also pick up all of you guys, and the crafting bench is now cleaned up a bit. Some areas are getting colder. Okay, you're getting cold. Why are you getting cold? Because you can receive 100 calories per second. You can produce 100 calories per second. But if I make 2 of you extra, I wonder how good that's gonna be for my energy status. So that's fine. Pum, 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 pum. So I am sorry I got distracted for a moment there. Let's grab you guys and stash you. I was making this thing thermogenin. You guys, and make 1, 2 of them. We do have that. Very good. Now we need 1 helix, 2 sheets, or the other way around. 2 helixes and 1 sheet, and we drop all of that in there. And then the thermal unit thingy, decoupler, that's 3 sheets. 1, 2, 3. Nope, not what I was going for. Here. And then we also need a picker that will go over here. A long picker that will go there, but won't place it that way just yet. And super long, overlong, that is. Right there. Okay. And as soon as these 2 are built, I can place you there. I can then take you and place you over there. And then I can connect you there. I can say, hey, go there. Okay. So Very good, very good, very good. Okay, so we still have these three. We'll need to find a way how to use them up. Okay. So now the question is, how will this work with our stability? Okay. It's still working because this still seems to be cooling down. Would it be that 40 degrees is the maximum, like a cold at maximum? Or is this just not working properly? Like, this can... Wait, can you take more energy than... Oh yeah, you can take 200 energy, so I don't need to actually have two of you guys. Okay. And we can go above 40 degrees, that's also nice to know. And just don't have... I just don't have enough... I just don't have enough concentration. Hello. Oh wait, thank you. Okay. So this is quite slow. Let's be honest. This is slow. We need to help this process along a bit, which shouldn't be that big of a problem because we have the magical power of shoving a cytosome over there. Then the other magical power of placing an energy supplier next to it and a energy pole nearby. And then after we do all of that, we can now but I can actually pause. This is quite stupid, but I can do it like this. And I need then two pickers. Okay. Even though this won't help much since we also need to get the yellow stuff here, but we have the yellow amino acids here. I could then loop them around, and if I could get them, what is this? This is just splitting them up. I can go like this. Here. Okay. So yellow amino acids. I can go here, loop them to here, here, jump there. Okay. So I need a picker. Oh, actually, I'm done with those apparently. Then I need a bunch of tunnels here, and let's say no, we should not be building in the same height as already existing tunnel. And let's someone outside. There, and then there, and then there. Is it perfect? No, it's not. Is it something we need right now? Yes, it is. Outside temperature is 32 degrees now. Which might start being a problem. And it's still dropping, so I'm not sure. I think 30 degrees is the lowest. I'm gonna go on its own. So you're still heating up super nicely. I could set up another mitochondrial cell down there. actually that could be a bit of a problem because we need to eat up the heaps first. Uh, okay. Okay, just a moment. I'm very sorry for this. Sorry. Okay, there we go. Now hopefully that should solve things. So how's our collection working around here? Should I start just a bit worried heat-wise what might happen if I just start plopping down another vector here for the collagen scaffold? I'll do it. Sure, it's gonna be fine. It also allows us to cycle to clean up this area a bit. I forgot which one is the red one. Oh, we should also do more research because otherwise we're throwing away the stuff we're getting here. Green is there, which seems to be done. Oxygen. A stockpile. Should place the stockpile here for now. There. So, as this is chugging along nicely, I need to decide what I'll do with it. So, will I have multiple of these guys placed, or I don't know. That might not be the worst idea if I'm gonna be moving them often early game. Okay, we are 65% and growing nicely. Okay, okay. Good, now also work on the defense portion, but wouldn't I should go for this first, right? So I get the proper defense system, and then I can use the launchers to actually defend and start making a defense line, which should be quite doable since most of the area I did leave empty enough. Excellent. Okay, so next thing. Can I, if I place you down here, does this help me? Since this would make this chunk the hotter chunk. And this could maybe help a bit with heat propagation down here. Here, I'm not sure. I mean, what's definitely not helping is on this heap in here being in the middle of our cell. Sure, how are we actually with oxygen? We're still quite stable-ish. Oxygen. This is out of range, I'll just quickly. Oh, Or if it's out of range, or it's simply the collector is overloaded. I was building so many things at once. But there we go. We have that happening now. So we can actually look into making the antivirus ammunition. So the launcher gets some sort of purple, small purple their immunity. There it is. So that would require all but yellow tubes. So red tubes we have here. We have. I'm thinking if I could shove this somewhere down here, that could also help, right? But this is super not enough room there, I think. I think what might also happen is when we expand this one down here. Oh wait, one of our chunks is not healthy. Okay, that's not good to hear. I think it should be better now, hopefully. Yeah, it's recovering. Some of the areas are getting colder. Yeah, I know. I need to do something regarding that. The heaps inside the cell are not helping, I think. So as this is being done. Oh, hello. Please go away. Thank you very much. Next thing. We're gonna shove a line there. Now the question is, where will I be doing the immunity stuff? I could just place 3 ribosomes there. I'm just crafting away at the tubes. Similar setup to this. I'm crafting away the tubes and then making the immunity thingy. Or over here maybe? This area might also be a bit exposed heat-wise. So 3 ribosomes. That would need to... or I could not have this be so made so stupidly. I place you over here and then make you connect there. And do it this way. Front. I can't. Can I? No. I could place you 3 closer, so I could place you... I think it actually worked. Does it? No. That would be... That might actually be quite close to... That might probably be the reason for the distance that they can go on the ground. Or they... Oh, maybe they just can't pass under... Yes. They have to be inside that area. Okay. Maybe that's it. Let's see. Just a moment. Pop. What could I do? Let's see. Place you there. What do I do then? Oh, this thing is done. Okay, let's check this thing out. And we have the B3 vitamins, and we have the resource heap there as well. So, what can I place here now? That's the big question. So this is the collagen flooring, which allows building of those mega ATP structures. So extracellular energy pole. Cool. Don't know what to do with it. The energy station. The energy station is able to distribute energy to extracellular structures through poles. Excellent. Don't know what to do with it. Oh, that's a lot of heat there. Awesome. Very awesome. Okay. So while I do have this, now I don't know how exactly to use it. Staminal intracellular. Let's check this thing again. So I now built this thing seems to be somewhat connected. So we did all of this stuff. This is not it. Okay, here we are intracellular zone. We are building with a dispatcher. We are building the collagen. Dispatcher to expand your cell. Use the chunk planner to select zones. Dispatchers are used to build extracellular structures too. Okay, so dispatchers are then building things in our extracellular zone. However, when we can retrieve things that are floating there. So when we have this sort of setup. Okay, but this is not actually what about open journey. First at ATP burning. Why is this locked though? What am I still missing? I'm a bit worried right now because I don't know. Okay, so we built this. These structures. Sparkling tissue. This special tissue is used to build extracellular energy structures. Okay, we're not gonna do that. Wait, I'll just move this to this center a bit. Then we have staminal extracellular tissue that has a work in progress description. Excellent. And staminal intracellular tissue, a special kind of undifferential tissue which can produce all other kinds of tissues. Okay, so we can use this to make other tissues. So like this one, for instance, which is all good and fun and stuff, but I would like to know what I can do with the collagen flooring right now. All kinds of vessels. Do we have any of the vessels already researched? We don't. We don't have any of the vessels. So flow control, I would assume these are vessels, yeah? Okay. These also look vessely, and this looks even more bigger vessely. This is smooth muscular tissue. Okay. Tissue picture which works with tissue items only. Okay. Lysomal membrane. So this is another inside cell. Small intestine. Let's go with actually this stuff. Maybe I should have went this way initially and not done the collagen thing. I don't know. Maybe. Next thing I wanna check. Do I have a proper diffuser? I do have a proper diffuser. It needs 2 primitive diffusers and 2 of these guys. And 2 primitive diffusers. That's 8 yellow. Very good. We're eating those things up. Did mention we have some blue ones that we need to eat up, I think. We need 8 blue ones. That's 3. 7. And that's 8. And then we also need for this thing 8 red ones. 2. And that's 3 and that's 4. And that gives us a nation that we're looking at the wrong recipe. Very good. Green, we need 8 green. Diffuser primitive, and then I drop it here, and then I can go proper diffuser, and I can pick up all of you guys and place you here. Actually, right, since I'm doing this, I'll do it like that. Okay. Next, the collector, or retriever. I need to get another retriever, I think. So that's 2 you guys. You are limited in range, but not so limited, to be honest. Look, I can work with this. Okay, and you would then need to get this tissue. Wait, can I? How much higher up can I go? I know you need to be there. Okay, so let's place this like that. Let's grab 2 pickers there, and then also let's grab a energy supplier that will supply this area with energy. There. That will do one of the tasks there. There. Right. We then also want the retriever. That's you guys, and then 1, 2 more. Okay. Retriever, diffuser, retriever, and 8 and 4 yellow, 40 yellow, and 2 stacks of blue, and that's then a proper retriever. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna do the right. Do I actually dismantle this? I think I should dismantle this. Sure, this is gonna dismantle though. How do you dismantle? Dismantling scaffold. So we have the diffuser, we have the retriever, and dispatcher. Dispatcher builds stuff, right? Is able to retrieve floating items. Placeholder, replace oxidizing buildings, heal infected tissues by yeah. Oh, actually, this isn't gonna do this quest. This would be for oxidizable structures. Okay. Sure, if we can do that artificially, I guess. Anyhow, we now have the new guy. We're gonna place you over there. And as you're gonna start floating around, we will be placing you guys over there with a bunch of long boys. And it will then in the end go there, yeah. Very good. I took one many of the long boys. One too many of the long boys. And then let's go. You're gonna go out there and into there. Okay. Excellent. This is now collecting everything there. Okay, very good. So, we should start looking into how we'll make, once this is researched, this is gonna give us two new types of tissue. You're missing some evolutionary. Yeah, of course. The research I'm doing right now, that's what's missing. Okay, that's fine. So we're gonna be looking at the primordial anus, right? A stoma, which is, I guess, the collector, which can absorb a lot of resources from clusters in the void. Yes, very good. Advanced extracellular expansion is also needed for that. So this is this thing. Okay. Okay. And that will give us the stoma. The stoma is gonna be eating the thingy, and we're gonna be using the ileum. I think that's how it's called. That will transport the nutrients, which can go, as at least the texture looks like, it can go over collagen. And then we want to make small intestine tissues, which can host tanks, which are used to digest food into nutritive elements, which can be absorbed. This tissue is able to absorb nutrients from intestine. Huh. Okay, so we need to research this, and then we need to research that one as well. So let's just get that, have that going. So we'll be experimenting with the intestines over here. In the meantime, I'm thinking about potentially expanding also here and building the immunity laboratory. Immunity laboratory sounds much cooler than what this is gonna be. So we're gonna go this and connect that. Okay. And now we got a lot of space up here. For that space, we will be taking a bunch of you guys and making 3 ribosomes. Technically, I could automate that, but I'm not sure I really need to. So there, let's place you over there. Okay. Okay, great. So we will be placing the ribosomes somewhere up here. So I need 2 space up there to be free for the immunity stuff. You could place you here, for example. Start making, I don't know, the red one. Which ones do we need? Red, green, and blue. Okay. So making, I can then. Yeah. Okay. This needs a assembler. So here, grab assembler, and then I grab another one of you guys. Here, I can say you should be making the blue pipe. I think. Let's say you should be making the green pipe. Then I wanna grab a bunch of you guys. There, there, and I need 1, 2, 3 more, I think. There. Now I need 2 normal guys. For there and there, and they should now slowly start functioning. And then I need to also automate the shooter thingies. So that's red and blue, which we have there, ironically. And the advanced one will probably need, yeah, just a bit of this stuff over here. So what I can do, I can probably just make the primitives over here, or can I somehow use this over here? I can do this, and I can do this, drive you there. Excellent. Wrong way though, since I have the thingy there, alpha beta F actin I have there, so I'm gonna do this exactly the opposite way. You would be going that way. You would be depositing there. You can go there. You need to switch to green and you need to switch to red. Here. Okay. And once I have all of those, I can then grab you, start crafting, and you start crafting. Okay. Okay. Let's see. How do I handle this now? Some of it will go there and then some extra will go into our production. I can then just go like here, drive you over there, jump over, and then I need to make the basic and then the advanced ones. So basic I can do here with a long and a normal. This is for the basic launcher, primitive. And then I grab you, place you there, and make the fancy launcher, which will require a short, a long, and a tunnel. Wrong way. You should go there. There. This should now actually work. In theory. And in theory everything works, so it should be fine. So you have a lot of red guys, you don't have any green guys, and any blue guys. Why is that? Because... I see why. Here? Blue guys? Are you blocked as well? Okay, so now it should slowly start working. This will be making the antibodies, and I'll then drive the antibodies around the entire body. And I can even split it to go into two ways potentially, since this place might not be super defendable. And we should also be getting these guys at one point. I need to figure out how to dismantle that thing, because otherwise we're not gonna have a good time. Let's quickly... I was going to expand this thing, yes. This, and let's make that. Grab you and drop you there. Come on. Once this thing is built, we're gonna then speed up the F-actin production quite a bit. Let's grab that first. Come on. Up that way, there. Excellent. Okay. Now with more and more of our... Right. Does the lighting stuff actually also provide some heat? Beta sheet and alpha helix. Yeah, did we have? Doesn't seem like it. Oh well. So, are you still working fine? You are. Don't know how to disassemble that just yet, so that's not perfect. But we'll manage. How many antibodies? We have the first antibody so far, so it's taking a while. You are... gonna probably need a while until you actually start seeing some proper production. Unless I do this. But even so, right, until this fills up, it's not gonna help. Small intestine. Then we also need the advanced external, yep, small intestine. To make the small intestine, this is this one. We need, we'll see what we need. I think it was actually showing just raw resources. So we'll see how that turns out. Okay. So, what can we do next? What can we do next? Essentially just wait it out a bit. Check the temperature, right? Yeah. Perfect. This place here should be providing me with a bit of heat as well on the side when it's producing, so when it's actually getting enough random things. Okay, and we're making the first launcher. Excellent. Then I can turn on. Look at how it is. I think you could place a launcher to actually cover two. Oh, it's very good, very good. I can actually see from where to where it extends, so I can place it there. It does have energy. Wait, think it will, however, need a long is there probably, and then we need a normal picker to feed it ammo. There. Oh. How much? I don't know how much it actually will eat up. This will not very slowly work. I do think that, considering how rare the attacks are, I think this will actually be good enough to defend, but we'll need a really long time to actually build up the system. Okay, so, wait, was it? No, you do not want to force pick it up. Okay. So let's check how can we help our research by gathering more stuff like that. So I could gather from here, I could just ignore that. So like here, here, and then over there. So for that, we need the oxygen picker upper. So what I could do is I could place you over there, flip you around, drive you there, and then I'll move the uniporter actually to this place here. Yeah, there. We're gonna uniport it there, and then yeah, that's how we're gonna do it. And then I can slowly remove this pile over there. And the CO2 is being output down here. We can also just tunnel over there. I think we have some tunnels. So how long are we? If I go with 2, I can jump the entire distance, which is actually what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I'm automating them. Let's live a little. Let's do that, and then let's just build this connection completely here. The purpose of this being, of course, removing this place here. I'll just let one of the pickers pick that up. I don't have to pick up resources I don't want to pick up here. Let's wait for this to pass on. And we do manage to clean up the structure a tiny bit every so often. The cell. Here. Here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 cytosomes we need. Let's see. This is the center, and this is the center, and this is center. And I'm out of cytosomes. Grab you, let's grab you, and there. I'm gonna need 4 of you guys. And there. Place you there. Excellent. We'll need some more energy distribution. Definitely for this. How can I place you? I can place you over there. Or I can place you there and there. And everything is lined up. Oh, good. Connect you there. Keep on pushing that stuff down. So we now are gathering from 4 new chunks. We still have a bunch of dead chunks here now due to all the shenanigans we did. Down here. If I was sure how to disassemble, I go here and say I want this to be small intestine tissue. I can make that happen. Okay. I need to. Like, can I make small intestine tissue already? Yes, I can. Okay. So I could be making small intestine tissue already without the need for research, but will require this stuff. So yeah, I'm not exactly sure how to solve that. If I click here, so with this tool, I can change it to that. If I click here, I can change it to scaffolding. I can change it to swap it around, so I can probably can't swap around the types though, I assume at least. So let's check this, and see. I can remove this line. Perfect. And then remove this. And you're gonna go there. Did get the longs picked up there. Okay. Now we're just waiting for the uniporter here, and you go there. Okay. And you go there and there. And then I flip it around there. Now our oxygen backup tank is smaller, but if that's gonna be a problem, we'll fix it. Okay. So now let's see. Our cell is temperature-wise sort of stable. Sort of. And we don't have a single one here. How are we with? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how much ammo we have available. Sadly. Yeah, we'll just leave it at that now. Let's do a quick inspection. Yeah, seems like we're healthy. Okay. So, yeah, let's go do that. Let's make the small... This one. Small intercellular tissue. For that, we're gonna need you. We're gonna need you. We're gonna turn you off. No, okay. There. And the problem is, how am I gonna build this? So I need to have genetic components, the genetic base pairs, and also the Tulin, what was it? What was it called again? I forgot. see the recipe here. Am I blind? Probably, but... Oh, I just noticed the search. Not what we need right now, but how does this thing work? Just shove 5 ATP together and you get a mega ATP. And you then do the reverse to get the 5 ATP back, okay? However, we were looking at the increase. Oh, I closed the protein tab at one point. That's Vimentin, yeah, that's it. So we need Vimentin, and then we need the bases. Once I combine all of those together, I can get the stomach lining. All. No, this one. Staminal intracellular tissue. But that's not it, right? That's not actually what we want. We want the stomach stuff. So we need more research. Okay. I'm just worried if I close down the area down here, how I'm gonna solve. I need to repurpose it. I'm not sure how to. So let's see. Advanced tissue picker. That's another tissue. That's another tissue. Okay, so that's just that's just for storing obscene amounts of tissue. I like this. I like this, but not what we are after right now. See, that's a tank. That's something we will probably need. Then that's some porters there. Uniporter enzyme, duct, secretor, wait, that's work in progress. So primitive kind of immune cells, they can move outside and explore surroundings to attack bacteria. Oh, fancy. Not what we're there for right now, though. Let's leave that alone. So if there's like a structure that would say that it's used for deconstructing structures outside the cell, essentially. Nope. Okay, so we are going for small intestine, and then we're going for advanced extracellular expansion. Can I? The golds aren't really helping right now, so I'm gonna remove them for a while. There. I might check on them a bit later to see if any new ones popped up. Hello, go away. So the cell is now slowly eating stuff. Would probably perform better if it had more sucking power on that side. But yeah, we're gonna be fine. Okay, so could I just hope I didn't make a whoopsie doopsie with that. Let's see. We have to show that. I should then actually, yeah, I should start making these guys. I would need, I think I can CO2. Where am I? I'm exhausting the CO2 there, but I could shove it there as well, potentially. Ish. Right now I'm thinking about where I could build this factory, so to speak. So let's say right now we mostly need thymine, which means we need uracil, which means we need charged ATP. We need 2 charged ATP and a couple of colors, and we get CO2 that we can throw out. Okay, that's fine. And you need a CO2 and non-yellow colors, and all of that together makes a AT base pair, which is great. Which needs to be done on I think it might be this tissue, or I mean it's probably not this one. you need to be done in a catalyzer. Okay. I could make a catalyzer and then try it out. But if I mouse over this pair also needs it. This pair definitely needs it. Right, I can check this. Go like this. I can go up here and say, hey, joining these things. Evolutions unit, that doesn't say. Damn it. Okay. If I switch you to make you're a cell, you're fine. You're happy with your life. That's great. Good to hear. Proud of you. And then if I place you over there and shove you there and then say let's place you two back there. Not what I was going for. So if I want to make this base, I need the enzyme for it. Which enzyme is that though? Nope. Nope. This one. Base pair ligase enzyme. Can I just drop all of you guys there? That might make the most sense since, you know. It's fine. Okay. So you have now a base pair ligase enzyme. Very good. I can place you there. I can then place this thing here, and I can say I want to make this. And I am slightly stupid potentially, because I've already am making this here. Of course, I can make that there. That was such a stupid brain fart right now. Of course, I can make the base pairs since I'm already making them for research. Okay, and the bases I can make as well. I tried it out. So I could right now just start making. Do it, and I could just expand up here, but perhaps you're here. This is a bit stupid how I placed it because it really requires access to the waistline. Oh well, we'll fix that in post. Or I can actually build this down here. Still have a lot of resources here that I could siphon from. And if I go down here, I can set up a heat area, which is exactly what I'm gonna do, yeah. Let's start there. Oh, I don't have the dispatcher there yet. Oh, okay. Let's quickly check what we need to make the dispatcher. Yellow and red. And then wait, that's not the same mistake as before. Oh, it is that simple, okay. Okay, so we're gonna expand this area and boost its energy production with its processing so that we get a lot of heat over here. Now the question is, you here? Ah, great, you're just gonna be able to handle that. Let's just get our lovely dispatcher. Place there. There, go. Just manually help it a tiny bit. I do like how the bubbles are now just nicely flowing down there. We're actually quite far along in the research, surprisingly enough. Okay. How's our tissue? Tissue is doing good. This is gonna be a bit problematic probably to actually heat up initially. I might even do some shenanigans with the... I forgot what the cycle was. You could cycle certain... on this thing? Was it? No. Essentially there's... Like this, for instance. This is a reversible operation that you just cycle through. Just do it on and off. Okay, let's go here and let's... I don't know. Let's go with the normal one. We can expand that. Make the genetic production there. As soon as these start kicking in, you should start collecting, right? Sector south, very good. Oh, we are actually making... No, not go overboard with the optimism there, but yeah, we did backlog now on the defense and structures, which is awesome. And we did more research. Okay, so instantly let's just start more research. Now we do have some new... Okay, we have the subsystems. Those look awesome. But we do have small intestine tissue, 2 of them, different ones. So probably what we need to do is figure out which one we should be making. Small intestine tissue, the nest hosts tanks, and this one is absorb nutrients from intestine vessels and produce basic primitive enzymes and digest food. Okay, let's go the other way. Stoma has to be placed on the pink one. That's this one. Okay, so to make this one, we need to be making this one and this one and this one. So we're making the collagen. We're making the collagen flooring. Very good. And then stoma needs to be placed on this guy, and then we also need to make this one. This one is also doable for us, right? Oh, okay. Nobody panic. Stay calm. We have a very good setup already here that we'll slightly redesign and have it working somehow. I don't know. I'll get it working. We do for that need a assembler. So let's get that. There. That's gonna be producing this tissue. And then this tissue needs to both be placed by us at one point and also be combined with this tissue, Or did I disable this? Like that. So this, and this new tissue will have to be combined together to give us the new tissue that we want. Is that? Let's grab the assembler here and let's figure out which tissue we should be made. Oh, can't be made in this zone. Needs to be made on one of the white zones or a more red zone. So this zone? I can't make this zone yet, so can I place you here I can. Okay. So that's not the right one, right? Makes sense. It has to be small intestine, which we can't make yet, or it has to be the white. There's so many white ones. This one seems to be doable where we are. But doing this manually would be horrific. Is there like more info that I can read about this better? Move this to the side so we have better overs. We see things better. Okay, so we want to make this. No, we want to make this tissue actually. For this tissue, it needs to be built on assembler on either itself or I think it's this one, small intestine tissue. Yeah. So this one we can build where we are in the cell, but it will require us to. Oh, come on. But it will require us to do something with the DNA stuff. So probably need to build this down here, to be absolutely honest. Okay. Lysosome. Okay, let's just go some flow control. It is below 32 degrees. And how old are you? 34 degrees. And we're getting damage somewhere. Or non-healthy. Oh, yeah, this is super cold. Okay. We do have the base pairs here, right? We could. How do I do this? How do I do this? I would like to incorporate the research stack as well. Need quite a lot of space. Look, we're talking about. This is 8x8. That's 64. Not gonna be manually making 64 pairs, but and even transporting 64 of you is no, not an option. You are very easy to produce technically if we just get the raw resources, which we already need down there. Hey, oh wait, oh wait, oh wait, oh wait. So that's an option. Don't need you anymore. Let's put you there. So to make the red and expand this out a bit. So for every one of you that I make, I get us extra CO2, which can I then use to feed into adenine, so I can then stably produce ATP. Oh. Wait a second. Okay, it is. So AU base pair is, I don't know for what, but we don't need it, luckily. Okay, so we would need. Let's just place you guys there for now. And those were some strange sounds. Okay, let's just place you like that, just so I have you here. Okay, let's say you should be cell membrane. I think it is this. Yeah, it is definitely that one. Okay, so and you should build this. So you should be making uracil. You should be making out of the uracil thymine, and you should be making adenine. So this needs to be resolved essentially. And once I resolve that, once I resolve this, we're good. So ATP recharging this. I'm gonna be recharging ATP with this. Realistically, this is. Wait, is this not working like I wanted it to work? Okay, no, the priority system is not actually working like I was hoping it would. Too bad. Do it like this. And I'll see if it actually runs out. I'll then quickly restore it. Okay, so you need green, you need green, you need just red, right? Yeah, just the red ATP. You need ATP, and all of you are discharging ATP. Okay, okay. So I need a ATP cycle. Right, I guess this thing. Also, I could go with more ATP molecules, please. Okay. So we'll need more space here. Fine, we're working on it. Working on it very much. Wait, why is this not permanently working now? Oh. Oh, we're actually low on oxygen now. That's suboptimal, let's say. Just manually dump some. But if actually we're not capable of getting enough oxygen in the surrounding area, we'll need to start mining actually. But also because this is so early on the chain. Let's leave it for now. Okay, so we need to bring green and blue to these guys, and we need to bring red to this guy. Green and blue, and also red to this guy. Oh, this is gonna be. Yeah. I need enough room to draw it out essentially, and then maybe I can come up with a fancy way of doing this. And then the CO2 that comes out of here will go into here. Okay. That's a core premise of this setup. And what's specific? And then green and yellow can go above it. So green and blue can go above these two. CO2 we can cross out. Green and blue go above it. Green and blue go above it. Then 2 lines below for ATP. We go actually 3 lines potentially. Or no, we just go from the sides, we go for the red. And then you go for 2 down to bring the time, not the time in the Uracell. I think Uracell is the building block of the needed thing. Okay, okay, I have a rough idea. I'm gonna do this. I just need space. How are we with oxygen? I'm just gonna manually feed the oxygen for a bit now. Make sure we're doing okay-ish. We're still heating up-ish. Are we? Good. I wouldn't mind potentially another. I don't have the space for another one. Or another electron transporter somewhere. It wouldn't be too bad to make. Then I could. Yeah, sure. Let's just wait this out. So what I'm gonna do a cross between these two. And up here I'm gonna go yellow and blue line feeding into them. Then between them, between all 3 of them, I'm gonna have 2 lines feeding ATP and outputting ATP. And then overlong going from here to here. Then I just need to also get red to here and here. This is extracting to here, this is these 2, and then I need to extract these 2 into this guy. And that's gonna allow me to make the pair, like, as in the entire pair being the output, which is something that I would like to do, yes. Okay. I do have the enzyme already, I'll just make the catalyzer. Let's quickly get rid of that guy. we actually have our shooty shoot. So if I go there, and if he goes directly for it, I'm not covered properly. So I will place you over. Oh, should cover the edges a bit better. Maybe like this. This should cover just barely, but it should cover it. Yeah, so like that. And this one is suboptimal. Is definitely a way to put it. And then if I look at this, we should be covering somewhere over there, and then also edge one. Okay. 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 So, what's next? What's next for us? What's next for us? We need a couple more membranes being built here. Why is this actually not working? Oh, because I did a stupid somewhere here. Flip, flip, flip. No. There we go. Now it should start working again. I killed this line essentially, and that's why it stopped working. Okay. Very good. Okay. And with that, we should be, yeah, there. We're making the next phase. We are looking at a non-healthy chunk. 100 health. Yeah, this, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do about that thing there. I can disassemble it. Anyhow, as soon as that's done. Excellent. We now have those two available to us. We want to leave a couple on the side available for extracellular, the side connections we have. This would go like that, and the immunity one. Then here we would go with the. What are they? This would be the red line, for instance, or this could be the output. And then we have the red line going to us like that, and then we have the ATP, and then the other one. So you're making the red, this thing. Okay. And also delivering to there. So ATPs I'm gonna do down there. I'm gonna do overlong for the red. Oh, and this would be the out. Oh, not quite. We need to do the BU. Place you there. What? Oh. Other one. We need this one. This enzyme, yes. And we're gonna be doing this AT pair. So, to make the AT pair, we need to get what's coming from here. We need what's coming from here, right? Yeah. Okay. Outside temperature is below 31 degrees. Okay. We have some areas are freezing. Yeah, okay. This thing should heat up as we are building it, I hope, at least. Please. Oxygen. Flow control is done. Flow control, why? That's just for speeding up. Until we actually have a problem with flow control, I wouldn't go for that. Would maybe go for this first. For making more ADPs, yeah. Okay. The amount of stuff I'm gonna need for this is just absurd. Just absurdly lots of stuff. I'm not sure. See, and not absurdly amount, absurd different type of ingredients. That's the thing that's really bugging me here. I need actually another. Hey, go away. How are we here? We have another 5 turrets. Thinking about going one there, there. There. Oh. Would you look at that? I will need to do this then. Actually, why waste perfectly good tunnel? Go to here, and then from here. Go. Now need 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go with 4. No. Absolutely exactly not what I wanted to happen. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit sad now that I managed to do this. Well, these guys are gonna clean up the mess I made. I'm still not too happy about what I did. So here, and then another guy goes here. And you're now missing ingredients. So this is now slowly gonna start recharging. And we're coming along nicely down there. Now with the pairs being done like this, like I could potentially look into joining this line, this line, this line together. No, right, of course I can't. How was it I can? Oh no, for this one, yeah. For this one, I can make this one on my normal cell tissues. So we just need a assembler combining those things together. Somewhere where there's enough room to combine all those things together. Definitely not anywhere nearby here. Just might actually just manually do this for a bit. There, we want to do this tissue. And we want a long going in. We want a storage over here. So yeah, this could be a potential just cycle for getting energy, heat that is. But considering how low we are on heat on the edges, I'm still gonna research that just to have it available in case it becomes needed. turns out it, in case it turns out I would need that. Drop you guys there. Let's drop a couple of you guys there. And then we also need those bases, which, yeah, not happening anytime soon. What happened here? So, green guys, there. Blue guys, there. Pickers, let's there. And we're out of room for pickers. Excellent. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay. Let's see. This isn't gonna happen fast enough right now, considering how much time I have left. I'll do a bit more of building down here, just so that the next time I'm playing I can instantly start. But it also output the stuff in the end. There. So that the next time once I start playing I can just instantly start resolving this place there. Let's see, this I'll take when I actually need it. This is a wider version of existing things, so let's not take it just yet. And this is now some sort of enzymes. So this takes lipids and breaks them down into things. This gives me proteins, okay? This gives me glucose, and this gives me smaller lipids. I don't know how it's called. Okay, but we don't need that just yet. Until we actually build the intestine, we don't need that. Secretor. Secretor is used as a starting point which pushes enzymes through ducts towards tanks. Okay, so that we probably will need. Circulation, yeah, we're not doing that stuff yet, and yeah, all of this thing is still work in progress. Okay, so this might still be needed. Not sure. I'll actually hold up on it. Hold it back for a bit. Okay. Let's grab you as well. Okay, and now let's, as we get any pairs over there, we'll throw them in manually. While this is slowly being built up, then we'll kick off this production. So we'll need red, green, and blue amino acids. We'll need to collect those. And do that with pickers. With filter pickers. But where? Because we don't have a lot of space here. And each of them would need their own line. Oh. Ooh. It's quite bad. It's super bad. Actually, this position was a horrible choice by me. Because I have a single line going here. But a lot of effort, I could have these two also work. This would be 3-line switch. Technically exactly what I need. I also have this nearby, which is great, so I can do the ATP stuff locally here. Oof, 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 oof. Yeah. Go away, please. Oh, I think this is actually out of range of my repair mechanism. Yes, it is. Oh well. So, this is now being picked up. And let's look at... Drop you guys there. Let's grab you guys and drop you guys there. What else can I clean up from here? Let's drop you there. Let's drop you guys there. Let's drop you over there. I'm a bit worried. Do we have enough skeletal structure still left? Not sure. There. Okay. Oh, but I forgot you can speed up the game. Just noticed I was pressing B speeds it up. Okay. So it could be I was actually playing on a higher speed already this entire time, maybe? No? Now just checking the stream back. No. What's this? YouTube player spazzed out a bit and I thought I wasn't actually streaming. As in showing the video. It was just having a black screen. Okay. Okay, so that's almost done now. Which will allow us to then build those bases there. How's the danger? This place is quite in a dangerous position. And good thing I built this next to the yellow heap, which is the only resource we do not need locally. This is truly amazing planning from my side. So, yeah, I'm not building another structure somewhere there. I'll just go with it for now, and I don't know. I'll go with it for now. That's my official statement. So we want you at those guys. That. So you can be there. We can flip that by 9 degrees. Drive the ATPs between. We can make a couple of overlongs quite easily. Okay. Yeah. I think that's gonna work. So I could then bring the red from up here to not disturb everything too much. Oh, okay, this guy also needs red. Oh, okay. And those two need the same as well. So I do want to have those two positioned nearby. So I'll just start placing this and see where the issues arise. So this is the pair. I'm gonna be putting those two in. I need 2 space here to drive the ATP line here. The problem with this ATP line is, of course, that I don't have space up here to actually recycle the ATP stuff. And also need another what do you call it? Catalyzer. That's this guy, and I hope that's right. And it's 2 times this guy, of course. Catalyzer, and I can do this, and then I can do a assembler, just so I clean up that place. Catalyzer, catabolizer, catalyzer, catabolizer. Oh! Would you look at that? I do like that quite a bit. Clean up our stupid mistakes. Okay, so we need to place you somewhere over here. What I can do is disconnect this line and grab 2 of you. Luckily, we have enough tunnels. And then I can go... Hey, stop going that way. Not going that way. And that's gonna give us a bit more space there, like that. Yeah, good. I can also... This line here can also be then tunneled. To there. Oh. Actually to there. You might ask why. Simply put, because then I can do an overlong, reaching over here. Not overlong, just long. There. Otherwise I couldn't bridge this properly. Okay. And now we have space here for our ATP thingy, which we don't have right now because we didn't do this. Bit more. Are we with energy actually? Are we good? Are we good? Are we really good? I'm a bit worried. Okay, nice. We managed to defend our lovely place. There. I need this enzyme. This is the enzyme that I need. That's exactly the name of the enzyme, yeah. The needed enzyme. Glycolysis enzyme. So please join us. Please give me 3 of you guys and 2 of you guys there. Okay. So you're gonna take this. And then you output. Oh, then I need actually a red and a green. There we go. Red, green. Here. And the normal picker going in. A red one going over here. Here. So red guy, you go there. Green guy, you go there. And then a input. Okay. And I need the enzyme that I made over here. Shove it in there. There we go. You're now capable of making ATP, still a singular ATP over here. As I'm a bit worried. Oh no, a single one won't work. Because then can get stuck in this guy. Okay. So. You're making this, you're making this. Okay. Now I need to go with a long there. I need one overlong. It's not it though. That's gonna be the overlong. I need 2 overlong actually. And overlongs are made with the help of beta sheets. Okay. Not a problem at all. 1, 2. So you're gonna overlong there. You're gonna overlong there. Okay. The amount of ATP that we need down there is gonna be quite might be the correct amount. So we need the enzyme that allows us to make more ATP or ADP, doesn't matter. We can charge them. Just need more of them. And I don't. There. This thing. This is. I remember that being more. Oh, come on. Yeah. You need 4 of those. I need 2 of those and 2 of green. Let's make that. And I need also then another catalyzer, and let's go overlong there. And let's make an overlong over there. So this is gonna be feeding there, this is gonna be feeding there. We also need to get 2 long guys that will be taking that way. That way. Another long guy going. Oh no. I need to properly expel the stuff because Yeah, otherwise, I'm gonna mix things up. I can't just spell the ADP like that. I need to use a more... Oh, it'll be a problem. It's not gonna be a problem. I've got this. I've got this. You're gonna be expelling those things to the correct place, but you also have the ADP, so I can just go with you guys. And can say, hey, spell that, spell specific item, and expel specific item. Then rotate you there, and set your filter to be item energy ADP. Set filter item energy ADP. Set filter item energy ADP. And I can do this. And now all the ADPs will go there. Your CO2, I can do that with 2 gas pickers there. A extra ADP boys there. You're gonna be making more ADP for me. 1 point future. Eventually, maybe sometime. I need you. Once I shove you in, I need 2 of you. And also need... Oh no. I need the purple one. Purple one is... Yeah, I remembered it was more complicated than that. So for that I need to do... Need to make the green one, so that's not a problem actually, never mind. And then I need to this... I'll have a purple and a green. And I need to get back to having... I need to get the purple away. And purple is just that. Okay. Oh, hello. Excellent. Excellent. Okay. So, to recap. I'm gonna grab that. There. I'm gonna grab those two. Go like this and that. Just gonna take the CO2, which I'm gonna dump probably up here. And I need the yellow and the blue and green line, I think. Let's just grab a blue and let's grab yep, that, and then I can tunnel here and then go up with the waistline. This is the useful lines ish. Okay. Okay, this should then in theory work once I have enough ADP. Right. One more thing we're missing. Of course, we're missing getting the red to this and to this. We're just gonna do massive tunneling, I guess, to get that done. Now to get this portion done. This I could also do, but... So, I need to get a green guy. A green guy I can just add by charging it with the ADP and a catalyzer. And I guess I need a new enzyme for that. This is one of the enzymes I need, definitely. And you. This is one of the enzymes we're gonna prepare. Okay. The problem is right now, if I stop right now, I will so forget what I was doing. But I need to stop right now because, yeah, this was a super long session. I really enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you soon.